Hey, it's the Pacific Northwest Geek here, once again with a slasher movie, slasher video. This time I'm talking about one of the most famous, maybe even the most famous slasher series franchise of the 1980s. Friday the 13th. Now this is the original Friday the 13th in the steel case, which by the way, now this movie came out in 1980, and might have been the beginning of the summer camp ones. It tells the story of a summer camp back in the 1950s. I believe was it 60s? I think it was the 50s. A boy named Jason drowns, and the year afterwards, 2 camp counselors are killed in every attempt to reopen it. And ended bad. 1 year, I think the water was poisoned. Another year, there was a fire. Eventually, they're able to work on reopening it, but somebody starts killing the camp counselors. There's a scene where a girl gets her throat slashed. She was supposed to be there for the cook, and another guy gets like an arrow in the eye. And in the end, as we try to figure out who did it, we discover it was Pamela Voorhees, the mother of the boy, Jason, who drowned, and she has essentially snapped and is now hearing her son's voice. And in the end, we get the scene where it has Alice, the sole survivor. She's on the canoe in the water. She sees the police, and then Jason comes into the water and pulls her under. And the police, when they're questioning her, talking to her, she asks about the boy, and they tell her, "We put you out of the water, but we did not find no boy." And it ends with Alice saying, "And he's still out there." Now, this would eventually be followed by numerous sequels, including Friday the 13th Part 2, which would introduce us to Jason, who in that one actually had hair on one side of his head and a beard and wore a bull-up sack. 2 is okay. I have said it wasn't my favorite. And then go on 3, which is one of my favorites, which is 3 is where we got the hockey mask, the iconic hockey mask, which he would go to have on for the rest of the movies. 4, which would also see the return of Tom Savini to the series, and was supposed to essentially end it until we got 5, which I didn't care much for 5, and it goes on until we eventually, after Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, which was, by the way, false advertisement. Most of that movie takes place on a boat. Maybe about 10 minutes of it takes place in New York. So, it's a bit of a lie there. And it went from Paramount to New Line, who did the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. And they would hold it until the remake. And it has been up in the air since then. There was a lawsuit over the copyrights, and the writer eventually won it, but he only has the rights to this one, the original one, and it's only the domestic rights. Now, this is definitely a truly, for horror fans, a must-see. This really, for the 80s, in my opinion, this set off the 80s slasher scene, because, again, this came out in 1980. A couple years earlier was Halloween, which helped to inspire this. And there was also after, because there had been, like, I got Halloween and like Black Christmas. I don't know if that came out before. There was some holiday-themed movies before this, but afterwards, April Fool's, Mother's Day, Graduation Day, that these holiday themes won, and of course, the idea of the summer camp. Now, a lot of people say that Jason goes, no, the guy who did these, I think his name is Harry Manfini, whatever his name is, said it's not chi ha ha ha, it's kill, it's ma, kill. It's taking the word, the letters K and I from the word kill, K-I, kill, and then ma, M-A, so kill, ma, kill, ma. It made the hockey mask iconic, and there's been games, an online game. He's appeared in Mortal Kombat. His hockey mask has also appeared in other things like Sleepaway Camp. I believe it appeared in one of the Chucky movies. Bride of Chucky, I believe, was in an evidence locker. Anyways, I am Echo Kiro, and I will see you on the Flip side.